I'm going to turn the presentation over to Jennifer Giles now, and she's going to talk a little bit more about how businesses can use renewable energy in their overall approach to sustainability.
Thank you, Jennifer. So why take that extra step to buy renewable energy for your organization? It promotes the use of clean, renewable sources of energy, demonstrates environmental and civic leadership, which is important, especially in this period that we're in right now. Your companies or organizations that purchase are reducing the greenhouse gas emissions and having an impact on climate change for the future. It helps to build loyalty with both employees and customers and stakeholders. And it also allows your organization to claim green power with the EPA's Green Power Partnership Program, Climate Leaders, and earn LEED points with the U.S. Green Building Council certification program. So the voluntary purchases do make a difference, and this graphic shows you some of the growth trends in the voluntary, both the voluntary and compliance markets over the past 5 years. And for those Jennifer mentioned, the renewable portfolio standards that states have, and that is considered the compliance market. So any purchases or use of renewable energy outside of that compliance market is considered voluntary. So the voluntary market has experienced about 20 to 50% growth over the past 5 years. And in 2008, U.S. businesses voluntarily purchased more than 11 million megawatt hours of green energy certified renewable energy, which is just one part of the puzzle. The total voluntary market for 2008 is 24 million megawatt hours, according to preliminary data from the National Renewable Energy Lab. And now 25% of utilities have voluntary renewable energy programs. So this slide just gives you an idea of the types of organizations that are purchasing renewable energy. This is the EPA's top 20 list, and it's a real mix of organizations: large businesses, cities, government, academic institutions, and I believe there's over 700 now purchasing, according to the EPA's Green Power Partner list. So how do you incorporate renewable energy into your business? There are 3 main ways that you can do it. You can install on-site generation, purchase renewable energy certificates or competitive electricity, or purchase green power through your utility. The final option is to engage in a power purchase agreement, which is an option where the capital cost to install the renewable sources is another organization puts out that capital, and you agree to a long-term energy contract with the organization. So these options, they all have their pros and cons. The on-site generation sometimes can be cost prohibitive for companies, so the option to purchase renewable energy certificates or purchase renewable energy through utility is one of the ideal options for companies that want to be able to say that they're using renewable energy. So once you've taken the step to either purchase renewable energy or generate on-site, do you want to let your stakeholders know, and if so, how do you do that? We have a program, which I'm going to talk about in the next slide, called Greenie Marketplace, which allows companies to license our logo and use it on products or in corporate material on a website, at events, a variety of different ways. And the Greenie logo has a strong position in the marketplace, with 21% of consumers recognizing it, and that's according to a recent study that we did with the Natural Marketing Institute. So the Greenie Marketplace was created about 5 years ago, and it really was started because many of the purchasers of Greenie certified renewable energy wanted to be able to talk about using renewable energy. So this program was created to give them a way to do that and to set a pretty high bar on how they could use the Greenie logo and convey their renewable energy commitment to their stakeholders. So there's currently 52 organizations in the program with approximately 200 products displaying the Greenie logo. And the renewable energy purchases and generation have increased more than 2,000% since 2006, largely attributed to the Intel and Pepsi purchases, which were both over 1 million megawatt hours. The program has an advisory council that's made up of NGOs, other certification groups, and legal experts to help shape policies and determine claims that are permittable with the Greenie logo. Organizations that want to participate in the program have to meet minimum threshold requirements, and by that I mean they have to purchase or use a certain amount of renewable energy to even participate in the program. And if they want to use the logo on products, 100% of renewable energy has to be used to match the electricity used in manufacturing that product, and that's the only option for using the logo on the product. So why use a third-party certification program or logo? Consumers really demand it. What we found is that over 40% of consumers are motivated to purchase by seals, and that persuasiveness of certification has increased by 5% since 2007. So consumers are really becoming more educated about the various seals out there, and they're starting to demand it when they're purchasing products. And 90% of the respondents in our survey said that companies must not only say that they say a product or service is good for the environment, but they have to prove it. The certification also gives businesses credibility around the claims that they're making, and this is increasingly important as greenwashing is becoming a topic of more focus with different businesses and the media and activist groups. So 70% of consumers would like to see a nonprofit organization endorse what a company says and does for the environment or society. And companies, as we know, are always more credible when a neutral third party has the chance to assess the success and offer an independent opinion about the significance of the action taken. And finally, you should always make sure that any CSR efforts are backed up with facts and substance, and ideally have a third-party partner support your efforts. So this is just a slide to talk about the various ways that companies talk about their renewable energy use or purchase and use the logo if they're in the Greenie Marketplace program. But they use it on communication materials, point of sale, on product, promotional materials, company websites, events. It's really up to the organization and how they want to talk about it with their stakeholders.